Hello, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to some more Torment Tides of Numenera. Events are moving swiftly towards their conclusion. What last I thought were maybe just going to be a couple little holes that I could stick my head in turned out to be really important. So it seems that the cast-offs have all been sucked into the labyrinth, which is a shared psychic space between all of us, so that's kind of neat. Many, or maybe most of them, have been sort of trapped by the labyrinth, sort of in prisons of their own making. We met Mazov and kind of released him from his little mental prison, which is really interesting because it was the scene, again, from the very beginning of the game when we were trying to steal the talisman from the fish guys, the Gibra. And he kind of got faded out before he could do anything super useful for us, but he did toss us a cipher that's kind of cool. It's another AoE. Obviously, we found Tiber, which is amazing. He was, pleading with or trying to talk to a reflection of Avenir, and it sounds like at least there was some, if not forgiveness, at least some absolution, so that made me feel a little better, and we asked him to come with us. And this is also something that I was thinking about between episodes here, so there's kind of a key difference here between us and the changing god, well, us as we've developed. We're meeting all these people, and we're concerned about them, the choices that we've made, like our friends are here now to back us up. The changing god, even though he may have liked a person, there were nothing at the end more than tools to him. It didn't engender any type of loyalty. And even the people that venerate him in the present, I don't think that they're really looking at the person that they think they are. I think that they're seeing what they want to see to form a cult around, and not the actual guy who is, I don't know, just not a nice person. I don't know if that's how we started, but that's definitely how we ended. So what else do we have going on here? We have all kinds of stuff. +2 damage and esoteries. Is that something I want? Immunity to dazed and blinded. That is pretty nice. We used a bunch of our ciphers because I finally got over my too good to use thing. And look, lo and behold, now I don't have any to give to my team. Very frustrating. How many points of health does he need? 10 points. Let's get him healed up. Do you need any other stats? No. I have kind of a lot of heals. Do I have some of the smaller ones? So we've got the concentrated ones, which is fine. I just don't want to use them unless, I have to. Okay, looks like I have to. Okay, that's fine. Just, let's go ahead and top Tiber off. Right? I know. So, I'm going to continue. I thought these were just going to be some either inaccessible because going in them would make the game end, or just something silly. These are crucial. So let's continue on our way. That underwater area was so cool. I love how this is just pulling the threads of the story together. Okay, where are we?
Sure enough.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, these are mundane but not generic. This is not built from your memories, but you've seen these before. Colne Village. Ah. Oh, it's Makina. Okay, let's see if I can give you a hand. Please don't stab me. Makina holds her weapons tightly and screams. As you come close, the shadows around her solidify. She's reliving the horrors of the attack on Colne, and for a moment, you're there with her. The first militia lashes out with their weapons, and the villagers transform into their monstrous forms again. Her weapons have no effect, and her dying friends gout blood that washes around her boots. Nang, Tick, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. The faces in her nightmare change and twist. You see the first Smark, Paj's face, Melmoth, the Mimavira, countless faces, jeering, mocking, spilling their contempt across her. She thrusts savagely against the faces arrayed against her, each another stone in a wall of betrayal and mistrust. She's muttering and whimpering, as if caught in a living dream, and you can hear her whispers. Traitor, murderer of dreams, butcher, my fault, must scatter you, burn you. Let's try the slightly more gentle approach. Hey, Makina, I'm here. You don't have to fight anymore. I'm here, Neng, she says. The shadows leer and twist around her, and a distorted vision of Paj's face looms in the air. She raises a flame lance high over her head and strikes swiftly. Makina knocks it aside, plunging a knife into the shadow's body. The ferocious heat from the lance washes over you even as the lance vanishes. The illusion is powerful, too powerful to just talk her out of it. In a whisper almost too soft to hear, you hear Makina say, "I don't want to fight anymore." Let's try to understand how we can help her. That seems to be the key. Well, it was the key, we were told that. Her illusion is more powerful than it should be. She's aware of you, but just barely. What she needs is to stop fighting, and the only way she's going to do that is if she believes her enemies are dead. Perhaps you need to become one of her enemies. Okay, Makina, I don't have time to res again. I'll fake you out here, but if you stab me to death, I'm gonna be pissed. You step forward, arms outstretched. She sees you and attacks, driving her knife into your gut. She's too tortured to hit any vitals, but it still hurts. You come closer and put your arms around her. What? She blinks, noticing you for the first time. Tash? No. Who are you? She looks around at shades you can barely see. They're all dead. Tears well up in her eyes. All of them. I did this. If it wasn't for me. Yeah, we did try to help her. This is a dream. Remember? Tash tried to help you. She's not looking at you. She's not talking to you. But then her head snaps back and she sees you for the first time. What are you doing here? She steps out of your arms and quickly sheathes her weapon. By the Black Three, that's embarrassing. I suppose I owe you gratitude for getting me out of that. The labyrinth. That's where we are, isn't it? I've dreamt of this place. I guess... Well, I don't want her to join the team. No offense, Makina. I'm sure you'd be a powerful companion, but... let's play it cool here. Hey, Makina, you don't owe me anything. We're all good. Her eyes widen for the briefest moment. I'll hold you to that, shall I? Forget about that pouch of shins I left it off you earlier? She laughs. All right. Got a plan in mind? Well, head up to the column if you can find a way. It's the center of this dream space. Split up and search the place. Good plan. If I don't see you again, farewell. And good luck. Thanks, we're gonna need it. Strictly speaking, I don't think that we needed to be quite such a happy dude there, but it's okay. I feel bad for her. These hovels are markedly different from the stone homes below, as if they were from a different village. Oh, I wonder if these they built when they were giant monsters.
Let's go all. Show them what we've learned.
Hee. What? Wow. Voices whisper to you from the gold expanse beyond this village. None of it's real. It's just memories of your fellow cast-offs. Wow, look at this. Cool.
Yes.
You look up. The stone figure looks down, holding a circular symbol in its hands. Hair, or perhaps tendrils, curl from the edges of the hood that cover most of the statue's angular face. Abstract patterns race along the folds and wrinkles of the figure's robes. Well, let's examine this kind of as a whole. It's not immediately apparent who the statue portrayed. Perhaps this was a major figure in another cast-off's life and found its way here somehow. You may never know. The symbol itself is a collection of shapes, a cross within a circle within a square. Okay. Well, the circle's on the outside, right? Okay. Let's just keep touching things. You brush your hand against the circle and a vision enfolds you in its arms, showing you a ghostly woman's face, the same ghostly woman you met in the calm of your mind. Anguish fades from her, and then the translucent light. Before long, her face is flesh once more. You release the circle and the vision fades. What? Okay, let's touch the square. You lay your hand upon the square and a vision falls upon you, showing you a single figure kneeling at the peak of a jagged pile of bones. You cannot tell if it's a man or a woman, but the cast-off tattoo is clearly visible. All you can hear are the whispered words, "Thank you." You release the square and the vision fades. Okay, let's touch the cross. You trace the cross with your finger and a vision cracks open your mind, showing you a billowing, towering creature, screaming with 1,000 mouths. She's devouring herself. She is the Avenger, targeted for revenge, and she is dying. That sounds suspiciously like what we've seen in the Sorrow. Let's try to pull the thing free here. You lay both hands upon the symbol, pull, and a vision unfolds before your eyes. You tower over the world, crossing it with great invisible strides. Faces blur beneath you, a sea of them, but all of them have one thing in common: no cast-off tattoos. You and your siblings are nowhere to be seen. The image fades when you release the symbol firmly held in the statue's grip. Nevertheless, you still feel the rough edges of it in your palms, if only for a second. Do you see anything different? Huh. I have no idea what the hell that's about. Seriously though, I'm sticking with my idea that this woman that we don't know anything about her was the Sorrow. I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Of course.
Mankina really seemed to get the short end of the stick, so I am kind of glad that we were able to give her a hand. I mean, it was nothing, literally, but still. Okay, let's see what's behind door number 3. Oh, that's not promising. It's kind of snaky thing. Alright. Where are we? Oh, it's Tolmagur. Slavers. Yes, yes, yes. Dim, sickly lights flicker underneath the surface of this massive carapace. Whatever's buried under there is never getting out. Someone's created a makeshift lean-to. Okay. Hey, Tolmagur. Dude. The slaver Tolmagur is here, her arms flailing across her body. Shades of her tide-addicted compatriots flicker around her, substanceless specters who radiate a burning, ephemeral need. Her hands pass through them, and each time she looks as if she's going to vomit. Her feet are buried in the ground. She cannot move. You feel the tides coiling within you, perhaps as a response to the hungry ghosts that surround Tol. I know these shades. I killed them, but accidentally. I'm not a killer. I'm not. This, by the way, is the lady from the very, very beginning of the game that we rescued Ren from. I wonder what Rim's going to have to say about this. Tol, is that you? What's happening to you? She stops battling the shades for a moment, looking at, no, through Rin. I thought I heard something. A bird? Then she cries out as another shade flickers near her face. Those ghosts, I know them. They were people addicted to, well, what she did to them. Without me around to temper her powers, she'd kill them. She turns to you. We should help her if we can. She was terrible to me, I know, but she needed me as well. She shakes her head. I'm not condoning what she did. I want to forgive her. Tolmagur cowers, covering her head from a fresh attack. She seems completely unaware that even of you are even there. Let's see if I can talk her out of this quick. It's not going to work. 85%. There's nothing there. They're not real. She struggles and screams against the need of her erstwhile minions, but somehow your words penetrate the barrier of her fear. She opens her eyes and sees you. She reaches out a hand to you, and a spark of energy flashes between your fingertips. With it, awareness comes to her eyes. Is that my little bird? That's creepy. Unable to speak, Rin only nods. The shades fade away from around her, and she mouths silent gratitude. She rests her weary head on the floor of the labyrinth and sinks into the ground, leaving no trace behind. Whoa. Wow. A sharp lemony scent pervades the air. Oh, Eridus! Deep breath. Be cool. Do you have any thoughts on this, Ren?
Hey,
like, seriously,
stranger,
this
what do you need?
has to be big for you. Okay, let's continue. Okay, deep breath. Stay calm. It's Eridus. Yeah, and he's got the thing going on, too. Eridus stands, fists clenched and knuckles white, at the center of his aura, his golden cloud. It takes you a moment to realize what's different here. He's in a hollow place within the glow, though it's reaching for him with hooked tendrils and jagged spines. Somehow, Eridus is holding the Paragons and the Cathartics at bay. Erdis, what's happening? I can hold them back, he says hoarsely. They aren't in me here. I can leave them behind if I try. If I'm strong enough, if I... Let us in, roared the Paragons. We had a bargain, Erdis. You can't go back on it just because you didn't agree to it in the first place. Let us in, whined the Cathartics. We are in danger out here. We are exposed. It's very cold. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm pulling the audience apart. Following the wordless urges of your instincts, you plunge your hands into the golden cloud. Bloody, crisscrossing lines race over your knuckles and up your arms, but the audience has no taste for you. You can sense its horror and disgust at being touched like this. With a grunt, you tear the cloud away from your companion. The audience screams as one. Honor, glory, hero punish, error, error, error. A tiny star flares at the center of the golden cloud in your hands. Another. And soon, a ripple of spider-webbing flame races outward as the nanodemons rupture one by one. The flames don't hurt, they tingle. At last, smoke rises from your empty hands and unburnt skin. You turn back to Eridus. He's transparent, fading. He's no longer a hero, a fighter, or a champion. What he is crying. Grateful tears pour down the herder's face, and he raises a single hand to wave goodbye. And then, he's gone. That was him, wasn't it? The real Eridus, I mean. He was, she breathes deeply, glorious. Oh, man. Got him a new weapon and everything. No.
For you? Anything.
That was the right thing to do, but... Alright, well, let's see what's going on with this thing.
Let's go.
Wrapped around an aging stone pillar is a plated creature unlike everything you've ever seen. It hisses at the air, but its eyes, rows of them like a spider's, are fixed on you, glittering. It's just a statue, but your body trembles to look at it. It wants something, more than just flesh. There's a strong feeling of malevolent intelligence surrounding the statue that you can't explain. Even more worrying, however, is the sense of familiarity you get while looking at it. The feeling of malevolence, of predation, reminds you strongly of when you first met Dracogen in the Bloom. You don't understand why this creature would remind you of that man, however. Let's try to figure this out.
I think I'm ready to try.
Several memories strike you all at once. Not memories of your own past life, but those of your siblings. You see yourself prostrate before a creature exactly like the statue, but larger and more menacing. You're in tears, terrified. The creature stretches out a claw, and some invisible force clutches your chest. A flash. Light from the creature's many eyes sears through your retina into your brain. You fall on the floor, aware but unable to move. In another memory, you storm through a burning village in search of some artifact. The memory races forward, and you present the artifact to the creature. Another flash, you're kneeling before the creature. It speaks in your mind. Rise, my servant. Today you are no longer cast off. You are Dracogen, and you will henceforth speak in my name and carry out my will in this world. Is he co-opting the cast-offs? What the hell is he? The memories flee. You're left trembling. This thing is Dracogen, the real Dracogen, not the man. It uses mortals for its own inscrutable ends, even as mouthpieces, as it did with the Dracogen you met in the Bloom. Several cast-offs have crossed it over the centuries. The creature finds the immortality and greed of her siblings useful, and their disregard for mortal lives convenient. This statue is constructed from their memories. One of them even served as a Dracogen long ago. Please tell me the eyes aren't following me. The eyes remain fixed at the surface you were standing before. Perhaps you just happened to notice them when you were standing in the right. With slow and deliberate care, the eyes swivel in their stone sockets and fix on you again. This is my head. I'm going to poke it. You reach out to touch the scaled surface. The statue doesn't move, and you hear nothing beyond the sound of your breath, and yet you feel something watching you from beyond this place. A sudden heat bakes the palm of your hand. Something tells you that touching the statue is a bad idea. Okay, for once, I'm going to leave well enough alone. Oh, Eridus. Much like Ren, I'm really bummed out. Still...
That's something I can do.
It's my buddy, you know?
All right.
Gonna miss him. Well, at least you've met at least one other person that can come give us a hand. Okay.
Trust and honesty are our bonds.
That they are. And we chatted with Artiglio. And there's an Ifre. Do we have... Can we go through some of these other portals up here?
Honesty are our bonds.
I guess let's find out.
Go.
I'm just hoping it'll warn me. I'm about to do something stupid. Ah, yes. Back to our first suicide room. Wow, that was weird when I said that.
Yes.
Yep. These guys fighting no one forever. Hey, it's you again. Her smile is warm and genuine. You did it. I can feel it from here. A piece I didn't know I was missing. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so everything is just the same here. Okay. That's mildly disappointing.
Yes.
I'm gonna check the other two, of course, obviously. Because of course I am.
On it.
Yeah, and this will be empty. Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, well, let's level up Tiber. Man, I wish I could have brought Eridus. Oh, can I just not? I'm at 331 out of 180. Oh, am I just capped? Alright. He's already got 5 effort. Well, he's my main damage dealer at this point. Let's go might. And let's go might. Yeah, Rin is capped too. Okay, well, one more over here. Well, I'm glad Makina can come along with this at least. Oh, this is that crazy lab.
I'm ready.
And these are the squids that I turned into whatever they are. Images flicker in the air, projected from the machine, reliving the same scene over and over again. I'm pretty sure I remembered looking at this. You are watching a display cast through crystal prisms. The images and the colors are a jagged rainbow, just as they've been in every previous iteration of this machine, when they should be a single glowing picture, at least if this device is to function as intended. You hiss through your teeth in frustration. How many years must you wait in trying to align these energies? Is this effort fruitless? Turn it off, you snarl. Your apprentice pays you no heed. A moment longer, he murmurs. Just a moment. He's kneeling before the control panel, and he reaches in to make a slight adjustment. Above him, the images and the colors align. He sits back on his haunches, an enormous grin wreathing his face. I knew it, he laughs. I could hear it whispering to me. It's like it wants to be done. This is my masterpiece. Now, what's the next step? You're not sure if your cast-off prodigy is talking to you or the machine. You stare at the back of his head. He's undeniably gifted. In certain aspects, you have to admit, he even surpasses you. This is, after all, part of why you constructed his body the way you did. But now that he's achieved this, do you dare let him return to the world? He knows your deepest secret now, and holds your future in his hands. But you feel a certain affection for him. To kill him would be poor thanks indeed. Instead, you speak. I don't remember going through this last time. Mazov, you whisper. He turns around, and the instant he makes eye contact, the full force of your psychic power crashes through his meager defenses. You insinuate yourself into his memories and erase the details of his last year of work. It's a crude tool, a bludgeon, but you can tell yourself that it's kinder than destroying him. You almost believe it. Wow! So that's where Mazov came from. Wow.
I'm going.
What's this? It's like a person. Okay, yeah, I've already looked at these. Wow. So Mazov
Fine.
did what? What did he build? Is that the machines that we saw at the very beginning? The ones that we accidentally crushed by landing on them? Oh! These look remarkably like the resonance chamber. This laboratory must have been constructed from memories of your sire's first experiments with it. Oh, cool. Okay. Okay. Huh. I suppose, just want to make sure I'm not missing anything before I leave. Yeah. That's fine. Wow. You know, I'd wondered why Mazov seemed to, like, know everything. You know, why this one dude, with just one cast-off, seemed to have a handle on the whole. And I guess if he made it, then that's our answer. Okay, well, I'm out of excuses. I guess... I mean, let's ask McKean if she'll come with us. Wish you could be Eridus.
Changed your mind? Need some help?
Frankly, yeah. Instead of waiting around to die alone, definitely.
Let's go.
Alright. Tier 2, you are going to get rolled. Okay, what do you have? Okay, so first of all, what can you do? Light weapons. Flex skill, yeah. Infuse weapon. Oh, neat. Choose a damage type and then make a weapon attack. Deal weapon damage of the chosen type, along with the bonus effects based on this. Oh, that's neat. You force energy into your weapon, filling it with esoteric power. It's the perfect antidote to an armored enemy. Huh. That's neat. Okay. Trained without armor, yep. Amoritic wound? I don't know what that is. When Metkina is hidden or the target is blinded, gain 20% on attacks, or extend blinded. Metkina prefers to walk the battlefield unseen. As long as she's undetected, her attacks inflict deeper wounds on her enemies and blind them with the tidal energies surrounding them. Oh, cool. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Cast off Fatality. Never gains lasting damage when knocked unconscious. Yep. Mortal wounds are nothing to a cast-off. When Metkina falls in combat, the injuries that felled her will knit back together with only a scar to mark where they'd once been. Warp Dash. Teleport and attack all enemies within a short range. Oh, neat. If they don't resist, they take transdimensional damage and get hobbled. A place exists under space, a way to connect 2 points by folding the fabric of reality. By touching these points together, you can almost be in 2 places at once, and the resulting burst of energy slows your foes. Okay, cool. Okay, do I have anything that's going to be helpful to her? I don't feel like I do. That stupid thing... Okay, she needs light melee. That's irritating. I guess I could give her the scalpel. Is that any better than her weapon? 4+3, and what is this? Oh, 9+3, okay. Yeah, obviously. Do I have anything else I can give her? I could give her the Kyurgen Sphere. Does she use might for anything? Speed. Yeah, okay, all she uses is speed, so you know... Why don't you take this? That should be of help. Here, have a spray flash. You can have... I don't know, 2? Sure. Is there anything else I can do here? 10% will. Ugh, 2 plus 3. It's so bad. Okay, so you can keep that on. Because you're not going to be doing any might tasks. Okay, yeah, 9 plus 3 versus 4 plus 3. Okay, yeah, definitely. Okay, on hit, confers Sonic Disruption, which is -1 armor, versus... On hit, confers Cut Through Dimension, 5 resistance. Yeah, totally. This is a way better weapon. Oh, that looks so cool. Neat. Wish I had something to boost her speed, but I don't think I do. Have any other artifacts? Oh, Flex Skill. I should use that on her. Cacophony Blade. I was hoping to use these things. Oh, Tiber's Rings. Wait, why don't you have these on, Tiber? Wait, what's your other ornament? Adaptation, right. Instead of... Oh, that's nice. 3 health and plus 10 crit versus 2 armor and 1 resistance. Oh, that's way better than your cool rings. Sorry, dude. Oh, you don't have anything either. What do I have that I can give you? Gotta have something. Energized, huh? Huh. That's cool. Okay. All damage dealt is converted to the chosen type. Huh, okay. That may be useful. Maybe not. Oh, do I have any speed? Yeah, I have these little ones. Did I get bigger ones? Yes. Let's give one of these to Makina, and I'll keep the other so that I can use it on her. Okay. Just checking one last time here. There's nothing else I can use. Okay. Boy, she's gonna get rolled, unfortunately, if we're not careful. Okay. Well...
Stop looking at me, Tiber.
I wasn't looking at you.
Then you were thinking about me very loudly. Stop.
Jeez, touchy.
One moment, and it's done.
Alright. This is it. And by it, I mean, this is the point where I'm making a cut. If it makes you feel any better, it's the middle of the night, and I have to wait until tomorrow too. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.